Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TPCHL action from the Bell Center in Montreal. It's the Canadiens and the Penguins here on TPCHL Game Time. My name is Brian Langell, and I'm joined in the booth by the man, the voice of the TPCFL, Meter. Meter, how you doing tonight, sir?
I am doing fantastic. Really excited to see these two teams square off right here, right now.
And just like that, we had the opening face-off, 13 seconds in, an offside call by the Penguins. Face-off now moving back out to the neutral zone. Dandenault and Crosby. Won by the Canadiens. Matei now passes to Dandenault. Dandenault now going to ice it himself. It's a game of tit for tat. Who can ice the best?
A little bit of feeling out process early on here. We're going to see how this one progresses. I don't expect to see that all game. I think we had a couple of miscues here, and they're ready to get right back into it.
And just on cue, yes, they are. Won by the Canadiens in the defensive zone, coming through the neutral zone now. Canadiens with a shot on goal, saved by Murray, who stops and freezes the puck. Murray has
a very, very strong glove. I expect to see a lot of saves like that. If you're going to beat Murray, it's probably going to have to be blocker side, but it's also going to probably have to be a little bit better than a shot from the point on the corner.
Shot by Matei from the point. Again, steered away by Murray. Here come the Penguins into the offensive zone. Colby with a massive hit there in the corner, something we're not used to seeing from the Canadiens. And now Pittsburgh circling around to Letang. Letang coming into the slot, goes for the shot, fans on it, gets it back and shoots. Saved by Price. And now here come the Canadiens. Deneau now gets rocked at the blue line. Rust coming back in for the Penguins. Rust brings it across, brings it in behind the net, trying to set up here. It goes to Gunzel. Gunzel misses the pass and goes all the way back down to the Penguins' end. Getting picked up now by Letang. Passes it to Rust. Rust passes it to Crosby. Crosby to Gunzel. Gunzel back to Crosby. Crosby's in the slot, comes in, shoots, saved by Price, and freezes and holds on to it. We have another stoppage in play.
Some great offense there by Pittsburgh. You know, Montreal, anytime they're touching the puck, they're getting leveled immediately. They're going to have to get a little bit quicker on the passing because Pittsburgh has it down right now.
They definitely do. They came into this game ready. Penguins winless coming into this season. Wait a second, picked off by the Canadiens. Picked back up by Schultz. Schultz to Mata. Mata bringing it in, gets rubbed into the boards by Colby. And the Canadiens now Kessel right in front of the net loses it. Here come the Canadiens. Barely onside there, but they do it. Shot on goal. Pittsburgh trying to clear it. Can't get it out. Montreal picks it up. Domi with a shot. Glove hand by Murray and freezes it for another stoppage in play.
A flash of the leather, and all of a sudden the rubber disappears. Well done by the Pittsburgh goalie in midst of all of that screen to grab that puck.
Great playing right now by Murray. Focused and on point. Now here come the Penguins. Deeks around the player. Deeks around another one. Brings it in. Loses the puck. Mata chases after it at the blue line. Schultz also there with a Mata. Follow me. We have a 1-on-2 here. Cut off at the pass. Pittsburgh pushes the puck into the corner. Picked up by Hornquist. Hornquist to Schultz. It goes off Schultz's stick. Mata picks it up. Here come the Penguins. Great D. Comes in, shoots, just goes wide to the side of Price. Hornquist now with a shot stopped by Price. And again, frozen. Both of these goalies not wanting to give up an opportunity to give in an on-schedule goal and freezing the puck.
A really great opportunity there by Pittsburgh. They weren't able to capitalize, but something that we've seen in the past from Montreal, and we just saw there, is missed hits. They can be a game changer. You got to watch out for that.
You definitely do, because once you're out of position, you're giving up an opportunity to the other team, and your goalie's not going to appreciate it. Montreal, shot blocked. Here comes Cullen now for the Penguins. Montreal went for the hit, was able to bump him off the puck, but didn't get all of it. Alton Reese now with a shot blocked by the Montreal defense. Montreal clears it back out. No one there to pick it up at the neutral zone, and that's going to end up with an icing call.
I think he was trying to get up the boards to one of his guys. Nobody was there. A little bit out of position there, and they needed to be to stop the puck the way they did. Good block by the defense. That was some good defense by Montreal.
Oh, definitely. Face off now in the defensive zone, won by the Canadiens. Price bumps the puck. Penguins pick it up now. Penguins skating backwards into their own end, picked off, and then that's an offside call against the Canadiens. 8:54 left in the first period.
Canadiens trying to step in there and keep the puck. Just got it just on the other side of the blue line. Offsides, unfortunately, but good face-off spot on the opponent's side of the neutral zone.
Definitely. Montreal wins the face-off coming in now. It's a 3-on-3 shot on goal. Gallagher with a shot just goes wide in behind the net. Kessel now trying to keep possession. Passes it to McCann. McCann makes it past the defense, fires it in, and goal by Pittsburgh. And just like that, the Penguins open the scoring. 1-0 Pittsburgh.
I mean, you saw two missed hits in a row, pulled your guys out of positioning. What you need, and then it forced the guy who was supposed to be taking the pass to step up. You have to cut the pass, and you need to just stay in front of the guy. Hitting is great. Hitting is going to switch things up, but when you miss a hit that badly, it pulls everybody out of positioning, and there's no way. Price is one of the best goalies in all of NHL, but there's no way he could stop a shot like that.
Definitely. Unfortunately, the defense of Montreal kind of crumbling there, but I agree with everything you're saying, Meter. You have to, choose when you're going to go for a hit. If you don't, things like that can happen. Montreal wins the faceoff. Donald now coming into the offensive zone with the Canadiens down by 1. There's a tripping call. Montreal going to the power play with an opportunity to tie this game.
Power plays can make and break a team. They have the lead. Pittsburgh has the lead. You got to be more careful, especially at the blue line there. It looks like he could have had it if he had a little more control over the tip of his stick, but instead he just blindly poked, caused a trip, and then you're going to sit in the box for 2 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't burn him.
2 minutes or less. Montreal now in the power play. Face off in the offensive zone. Won by the defending team. Won by Pittsburgh, who's shorthanded shot, picks up the puck in front. And now Pittsburgh going to clear it. Fans on the shot. Now here come the Canadiens, 3-on-2.
Ooh.
Great shot. Unfortunately, the pad faster than the puck. Now Pittsburgh clears it down. Montreal chase back down to their own end to pick it up and bring it out one more time here. Shaw coming up the left side. Cullen there, a little errant with the stick. Fires it harmlessly into the corner. Passes it to now Montreal deflects it. Montreal player struggling there to get that puck. Passes it. Weber now. Weber to Domi. Domi's a sniper. If he can get set up, gets bumped off the puck there. Now Cullen gets taken down with a tripping call. We're going to have 4-on-4 for 10 minutes, 10 seconds, and then the Penguins go into the power play for 1:50.
No discipline at all. The guy was clearly in front of you against the boards. You have no business poking your stick there. Shaw's really got to get it under control. Colby needs a little bit more discipline here because that was an unnecessary penalty.
You never want to take a penalty 200 feet from your own net, and that's what Montreal just did. And now the puck's in their end, and they're going to be short-handed here in 5 seconds.
Oh, that's got to be a penalty.
That's a huge penalty.
Unnecessary.
For 1 second. Yeah, tempers are getting flared right now. That's Mata just not being disciplined at all. You talked about Cullen earlier. This one's even worse. That's a huge hit from behind into the boards. boarding.
I feel like that was a mix of interference, charging, and boarding. The worst three things you can do in hockey.
Indeed. Pittsburgh now shorthanded for the next minute 45. Actually, no, sorry. It's going to be 4-on-4 for minute 45. Now Pittsburgh brings it in. Shot on goal. Saved by Price. Schultz at the blue line. Great glove by Price. Stoppage in play.
There's a lot of ice out there right now. You're missing two entire bodies, and bodies cover entire zones. So there's a lot of ice. It's time to move the puck around, and more importantly for the defense, you have to stay in your positioning, stay in your box, and you can't go missing hits.
No, it's cost them once. They don't want to do it again. Crosby now passes back to Peterson, gets picked up by Petrie. Petrie makes the pass, but because of the fact there's players missing, no one there to pick up that pass. Huge hit. Domi now coming in, fans on the shot, gets the shot again, but it just goes wide, up and over the net. Gunzel now, Gunzel to Crosby. Crosby back to Gunzel. Gunzel back to Crosby. Crosby comes in, shoots. Ooh. Saved by Petrie. That was close. Pittsburgh now with the puck. Gunzel coming in on the right side, passes it back, but nobody there. It must have been in the midst of a line change. Puck falls harmlessly all the way back down to the Pittsburgh zone. Long pass by the Penguins, didn't get picked up. Now shot in by Montreal, misses the net wide. Simon.
Oh, more penalties.
That's another huge hit. We got a delayed penalty against the Canadiens now. Pittsburgh with possession comes in. Kessel rifles it in, but it hits skates and gets blocked. And now Montreal touches the puck. We have yet another penalty.
My favorite thing about hockey is the big hits, but they have to be legal. I don't like to see hits like this. We've seen boarding all game. That's just dangerous. It's careless. It's not what I like to see. It's bad sportsmanship, and it's going to get you burned very, very quickly. Both these teams are going to be exhausted by the time these penalties are over.
I agree. Plus, we have to look out for the safety of our players. Letang to Kessel. Kessel gets deflected. Weber just drills it out of there. Great clearing attempt by the Canadiens. Now Pittsburgh has the puck. Kessel to Mata. Mata's the defenseman. He should be back further. And as a result, now Montreal easily able to clear the puck. Murray out to play it. Picks it up by Demond. Demond to Crosby. Crosby to Letang. Letang just gets a stick on that. Montreal able to poke it back out again. Now Pittsburgh with possession again. Picked up by Hornquist, who dumps it into the far side. Picked up by the Canadiens. Huge hit against the boards. Pittsburgh keeping possession. Crosby loses it. Crosby gets it back, then loses it again, and Montreal just dumps it down. That should kill the rest of the penalty, and it does. Here come the Penguins. 3-on-2, 2-on-3 actually now. Montreal back into the zone. Shot on goal by the Penguins. Montreal now bringing it back out again, trying to get something done here before the end of the period. Deeks around a couple of players, winds up, shot gets released just as he gets hit, so it falls harmlessly to the corner. Malkin to Kessel. Kessel with a shot, great glove by Price, passes it out, and that is the end of the first period. Score 1-0 in favor of the visitors, the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Very, very good penalty kill at the end there by the Canadiens, but something to consider, Langell. It's been one period, and we've seen a ton of penalties. That means penalty killers are constantly on the ice and constantly having to be skating way more than they should have to. After one, these guys are going to be much more tired than they normally are, and I'm interested to see how that's going to affect the game.
I am as well. Look at these stats here. Shots 9-9, hits 9-8. This is face-offs 8-7. This is a very close game as far as stats go right now. Penalty minutes tied at 4 minutes each. But look at the power plays. 3 for the Canadiens, only 1 for the Penguins. And they're both power play minutes are 1 minute 51 seconds. You can't get it any closer than this meter.
You can't at all. This is the game we build it as, a very, very tight game, a very good game. Not very good hockey thus far, but I'm really excited to see how that turns around here in the second as these guys tighten up their ship.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to. Pass by the Penguins, picked off by Weber, who turns around, dumps it back into his own end. I just think that was nerves. Pittsburgh now with a shot on goal, saved by Price. Price passes it out to Weber. Both these goalies taking chances now. Denal coming in across the blue line, picked up by the Penguins. Gunzel back to Crosby. Crosby coming in across the line, loses possession, gains it again, but then gets bumped off the puck. Matei now. Crosby picks it up again. Rust to Dulion. Dulion to Letang. Letang coming in, circling around. Gunzel with a shot on goal, saved by Price. Pittsburgh immediately picks up the rebound. Rust coming in, shoots. It goes wide. That's going to be an icing call against the Canadian. No, it's not. The referee's not calling icing on that. The Penguins pick it up, and here they come again across the blue line, rubbed out against the boards, but still with possession. Loses the puck. Again, Mata picks it up at the blue line, but just goes offside, so everyone has to come back so they can start this again. Schultz gets tripped on the play. Kessel picks up the puck. Montreal loses possession, and Pittsburgh goes back to the power play.
A couple of things I'm seeing. I mean, obviously, we got bad stick work. You're tripping people. You're hitting people against the boards. Really got to work on there and get some practice in there. If you can't beat the guy, tripping is not an option. It's not a good option. You gotta rein that in.
Yeah, you're putting your rest of your team at risk by having these tripping calls. Montreal wins the face-off. They just need to get it out of here. It goes off the post. And now Montreal, the slap shot, clears it. Murray immediately out and taps it back with a no-look pass. That was beautiful by Murray. But now picked off by the Canadiens now. Malkin forced to come back for it. Passes to Peterson. Peterson to Crosby. Crosby with a beautiful deke. Circles around. And almost a backhand goal by Hunquist hurt him. Montreal clears it out. It goes all the way back down again. Murray picks it up, passes it to the far side. Crosby to Schultz. Schultz dekes around, gets into the zone, fires it across, saved. No, actually didn't even hit the net. Crosby got caught up in his skates. Kessel skates back for it now. 4 seconds left in the power play. That will kill it for the Canadiens. Pittsburgh back to full strength. Huge stretch pass by Pittsburgh. Gets hit there by Kulak there in front of the net. Loses possession. That is a clearing attempt by Montreal. Picked up by Pittsburgh. That clear was actually a great move to get a line change in. Now Pittsburgh somehow still onside. McCann up over the net. That could have made it 2-0. Montreal now. Ben gets rocked at the blue line, at the center ice line. McCann now for the Penguins. Comes in, passes it back, nobody at the point to get it. And now Montreal cherry picking in a perfect position here. But unfortunately, it gets nailed behind the boards, and there's another penalty meter.
I believe that one's charging. He took one too many steps there at least and put himself in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, no discipline here tonight. I don't know what these guys are thinking. All I know is that they are out for blood, and somehow it's only 1-0.
Yeah, there wasn't anything in Discord going back and forth with bad blood between these two, but obviously something's not going right. The amount of aggression going on in this game, dumped in by Pittsburgh. Montreal forced to come back and get it. Montreal now behind the net, passes forward. Gallagher to Shaw. Shaw comes in, gets picked off by Mata. Great defensive play by the Penguins. Mata again passes it through. Rust breaking through here, fires a shot. It goes wide. Gallagher gets bumped off the puck. The Penguins are aggressive on this penalty kill. And now here come the Canadiens in a breakaway. Here we go. Gallagher comes in, shoots. Oh, great save, Murray. Domi rifles it. No one there to pick up the rebound. Mata picks it up for the Penguins. Here comes Cullen. Cullen dumps it in with 6 seconds left, and that will kill the penalty. Pittsburgh with possession, hands it off to the Canadiens. Domi gets bumped. McCann now to Malkin, the goal scorer. Comes across the blue line, gets into the slub. Bajej loses the puck. Malkin again turns on a dime, but unfortunately can't come up with the puck. Here come the Canadiens. Weber now rifles it. What a shot by Weber. And now the Canadiens trying to get some pressure on there, but Pittsburgh gets it and gets away. Here comes Phil Kessel. Phil Kessel with a beautiful deke. And now the puck following back down into the Pittsburgh zone, picked up by the Penguins, passes dangerously in front of their own net. McCann to Malkin. Malkin shot, but it's blocked. And now again, Montreal with a complete breakaway here. Puck goes wide to the right side of the net. Malkin, we have another penalty coming up against the Canadiens. Pittsburgh with possession, trying to get the extra time for the extra attacker to get out there. Picked up. Malkin now from the slot rifles it. Touched by Montreal. We have a stoppage in play.
We're going to see another tripping call here. More poke checking gone bad. Montreal shooting themselves in the foot. They're really lucky with all of these penalties that they have not yet let up too many goals. Just the one. But with that said, really bad shot there too. He had a breakaway. It was even a 2-on-1. Not able to get anything going there.
No, they definitely have to be more focused, both as far as discipline goes and their targeting, their shots on goal. You run the risk of not being able to get any plays together when you're constantly on the penalty kill, and that's what's happening to the Canadiens right now. But when they do have possession of the puck, it just seems as though they're not focused on where that puck should be. Schultz to Crosby. Crosby coming across the blue line. A little bit of lag we're experiencing right now. Crosby passes it back, and the defenseman were on the line change. Couldn't pick it up. Here come the Penguins again, trying to make something out of this power play. Picked off by Ben. Ben gets hit by Crosby. Crosby now to Malkin. What a deadly combo this is. Malkin with the shot, saved by Price, and freezes it for a stoppage in play.
A lot more of what we've seen tonight. Not enough passes from Montreal. It was a great pickoff. He could have dumped it immediately. Just kill this penalty. Keep killing the penalties. You've been doing it all night. You know how to do it. Keep it moving at this point.
I agree. Murray now with possession. And now Gunzel coming down the left side, heading towards the middle, heading towards the slot. Turns, backs around, fires it, hits some skates, and actually just falls harmlessly. Here comes the Canadiens, picked off by Letang. Letang to Kessel. Kessel to Gunzel, who's onside. Right for the pass. Letang picks it off just outside the blue line, circling around, coming back. Montreal, Petrie has the puck, passes it to Shaw. Shaw avoids the hit as best as he can, but still, gets caught up in the skates. Now 1 second left, shot by Pittsburgh, and that'll mark the end of the second period here on TPCHL Game Time.
A great shot on to end the period. I think we're going to see this heavily in favor this time of the Penguins. That's not to say the Canadiens didn't get some shots on there. I think the Canadiens should have had a lot of really good opportunities, but in the situations where they did, they weren't able to capitalize. We saw one right there. He had the shot on and didn't take it. And I think that was Pittsburgh. That was a very good period for Pittsburgh, and they took the lead in it.
Yes, they took the lead, and they're leading in shots now. They're leading in hits now. They're leading in face-offs now. They're leading in power play minutes now. They're leading in time of attack substantially now. This game, Pittsburgh in the driver's seat. Montreal is going to have to adjust things going into this third period.
Every stat in favor of Pittsburgh.
Definitely. Shout out to Kiv Style in the chat, who's new to hockey, and asked, what's the point of the game? Well, stick with us. We'll talk you through the whole thing, Kiv Style. And then Slangel trying to address it by saying, chase the puck around, I think. Clearly, we're going to have a conversation before bed tonight. Here come the Penguins. Win the faceoff of the third period. In across the blue line. Shot on goal. Just goes wide. And now, Montreal. Deneau coming in across. Makes the pass. Shot. Great save by Murray. Another shot by Montreal. Those are two great shots on goal now to start the third period.
They were.
Goes for a quick pass, but picked off by Pittsburgh. Now here comes Rust for the Penguins. Rust comes in. Saved by Price. Point blank shot. Crosby takes the shot, but Matei blocks it. Here comes Weber, the defenseman, leading the charge. Puts a shot on goal, but Murray goes off his shoulder and into the corner. Letang now. Letang to Crosby. Crosby comes in, makes the pass by Rust. Oh, great save by Price. Fires it on goal. Price actually lets go of the puck. Dangerous thing to do with that many Penguins in the offensive zone. Crosby comes back around. Tatar picks it up for the Canadiens. Skating in now, heading towards the slot. Great shot on goal. Murray fast enough to make sure that doesn't go in. McCann now taking his time, slowing down a little bit. In behind the net, passes to Kessel, point blank range, saved by Price.
That was a great attempt there by the Penguins. Price is so good. His positioning, his holding on to the puck, everything he does is so good. On the other end of the ice, Pittsburgh, I think if the Canadiens can get some shots on and pick up a rebound, anytime Pittsburgh's making a save, he's moving around a lot, that could be a really big opportunity to tie this game up.
Definitely. You want to charge that net and get as many people there, possibility of a rebound, because you can't stop them all if they're constantly coming rapid fire. Mata skates back for the Penguins, picks it up, passes to Schultz. Schultz to Malkin. Malkin through the neutral zone. Now in on that right side, center zip, gets picked off by the Canadiens. Here comes Duran. Duran to Armada. Comes in, stopped by Schultz right in front of the net. Malkin. Malkin to Simon. Simon circling around. Montreal choosing not to go for the hit to cover the man, and actually was more successful by doing so. Stopped by Pittsburgh before it can clear the zone. Now Montreal gets it out. Drouin coming in. Loses the puck. Hornquist now. He loses the puck. Montreal. Domi to Duran. Duran coming in. Fires it on goal. Well-aimed shot, but just not enough to beat Murray. Now, here come the Penguins. 2-on-2. Shoots. Saved by Price. Price is down, and he freezes the puck. We have a stoppage in play.
I like what Colby did there. You know, Dino all night has been doing it, but Colby started doing it now, and it's what you said. Instead of stepping up for that hit, covering the pass, let Price do what Price does. Let Price stop one-on-one shots and take away that pass, and Pittsburgh's going to have a real hard time shutting him down.
Oh, we have a power play. Dino going for the lay on the ice and try to block the shot. Ends up with a tripping call. Montreal going to the power play halfway through this third period, only down 1-0.
You know, some people are of the mind that there are good penalties in situations with breakaways or 2-on-1s. I will never tell you that it was a good penalty, but I think that may have saved a goal there, as a 2-on-1 cross crease could have gone in the net. Definitely
could have, but Dino's known for that diving to try to block shots, and it doesn't. Oh, huge rebound here. I'll finish that thought in a bit. Wheel makes the pass, but it trickles down to the Montreal end of the ice. Tatar back to pick it up. Goes to pass it. Gets picked up by Cullen. Cullen skates around, shoots. And now Montreal trying to get out here, trying to do something on this power play. Gets bumped out against the boards there. Pittsburgh with possession. If I was the Penguins, I'd try to slow down a little bit. Let's just let that penalty kill drop. Wait, huge mistake by the Penguins. Luckily, Murray was in position there. Ross dumps it in. Shot on goal is registered, but probably didn't have a chance of going in, but great to get the puck out of their own end. Montreal with a shot just goes wide. The Tang goes to clear it, and he does. Picked off by Montreal in the neutral zone, picked off by Pittsburgh. Montreal now, power play is over. No goals on that power play. They need one right now. Stopped by Weber at the blue line. Great play. Domi fires it in there. Shaw trying to get a shot on goal, but just out of position. Petrie now for the Canadiens. Petrie again. Passes it forward. Doesn't make it all the way to Gallagher. And now here come the Penguins. Malkin coming in. Fires backhand. Circles around. Fires it again. Again saved by Price. In come the Penguins. Kessel now. Kessel fans on the shot. It doesn't go anywhere. Domi holds on to it, waiting to pass to Gallagher. Too late. Gets picked off by the Penguins. Now Domi with it. Domi coming in across the blue line. Centers it. Saved by Shaw. Great pressure by the Canadiens. Murray lets the puck go. And now here come the Penguins. Malkin from Kessel. Malkin coming back in. Shoots. Saved by Price. Doesn't have a hold of it though. Russ now in the corner. Goes to center it. Montreal with possession. Coming forward now. Montreal with a great shot, stopped by Murray, who passes it out again. We're under 3 minutes left here in the third period. Montreal now trying to set something up. Right now, they just need to throw anything they can at the net, hope for a rebound. They're running out of time here. Here come the Penguins. Montreal goes for the hit. slows him down but doesn't stop him. Hornquist now. Hornquist coming in on the left side, sorry. Picked up by Ben, picked off by shot on goal, final minute of the third period. Huge hit by Pittsburgh. Montreal can't seem to get it out of their own end, and then they do. It's going to be an icing call, which is going to bring the puck right back down to the Montreal Canadiens' end with 45.8 seconds left here in the third.
Last 45 seconds. Anything can happen here. This is the TPCHL, and I am excited to see what does happen. Let's see if Montreal can mount one more attack here, or if Pittsburgh will put it too far out of reach.
Montreal goes to clear it out, and again, that's going to be an icing call, bringing the puck back down again. 38 seconds left on the clock.
Can't win the game on an icing. You're going to have to either beat somebody or get your passing under control if you want to win this game.
Face-off won by the Penguins. Circles in, shot just goes wide and all the way back down to the Pittsburgh end of the ice. Picked up by Wilson. Wilson to Cullen. Cullen passes to the centerman who comes in across the blue line. Wait a second, comes in, shot on goal. Saved by Price, and he freezes it. 20 seconds left in the third period. Now face-off in the Montreal zone.
Really tempting with no time left on the clock to pass that puck out. Good on Montreal to hold it. Count on your guy to win this face-off and mount an attack here to try and win this game.
Petrie goes and makes the pass. Gets picked off by the Penguins. Penguins coming in. Look at the pressure. Backhand saved by Price. 10.2 seconds left in the third.
This game is almost over, but 10.2 is a ton of time in hockey. Plenty of time to get down the ice, get a good shot on net, and see what happens here.
Last face-off potential of the game won by the Canadiens. Here come the Habs. Huge hit. Here come the Penguins. 2 seconds left. And ladies and gentlemen, that wraps it up. The Penguins win this game by a final score of 1-0. That is the Penguins' first win this season. They cracked that goose egg. Every team in the league now has at least one win here in the inaugural season of TPCHL.
Huge hit indeed. That was a game-ending hit as it ended this game with a turnover. Great work by both teams on staying competitive even through all of the penalties. They both need to work on their penalties, though, and amazing right there. That cross crease, putting it in just past Price's leg. Anybody who can score on Price, hats off to you. 96.7% save. Unreal, and congratulations, Murray, on your shutout.
Oh, definitely. Price, the #1 star, with 29 saves. Murray with 21, and Malkin, the goal scorer in this game, 3rd star tonight. What do you think of these stats, Meter?
I think these stats are much more lopsided here in the third than they were at the end of the first. I don't like Price's 1st star. I think a shutout goalie should get 1st star all day long. Anytime they're facing over 20 shots, especially over the losing goalie. Murray should be #1, Price #2, Malkin 3, in my opinion.
I can't argue with that at all, but unfortunately we don't make those decisions. But great outing by Montreal. They just need to focus more both on penalty killing, drawing penalties, and as well, they need to target their shots on goal going forward. I think that was their biggest upset tonight, their biggest problem. They just didn't have enough quality chances on goal. They had a few flashes of brightness, but just couldn't seal the deal tonight.
I'd like to see a little bit more passing too, quicker passes if you're carrying the puck, especially as a defenseman carrying the puck from blue line to blue line. There's no reason for that. There's very few opportunities, very few situations where that should be what you're doing. But regardless, hats off to both teams. Good work, and we'll see you guys next week between Colby and Dino. You both did a great job tonight.
Oh, definitely. And everyone's getting better. We used to say about our football league, we originally branded ourselves as a learner league. I find TPCHL kind of in that same realm, that the veterans in this league can hand knowledge to the newer players. And we're all about learning and growing together. And I believe these two are going to continue to grow here in TPCHL.
I couldn't agree more, Langell.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for tuning in wherever you are. This is TPC Sports. We have a number of games coming up later this week, both in football and hockey. Stay tuned to the channel. Get your season tickets so you don't miss a game. Meter, any closing thoughts before we say goodnight tonight?
No, we've had 3 solid games. Anyone who is not subscribed to this channel, anyone who is not following, I don't know what you're thinking. These are always great games. You got hockey, you got football, and who knows what else is coming down the pipe in the future.
That's right. You should stay tuned for that. You never know when something else may be announced here. But again, thank you for tuning in. I see Shane's Gaming from the UK still up. So obviously he likes his late night games. And we'll see you guys later this week. So on behalf of Meter, I'm Langell and TPC Sports. We'll see you guys next game.